Hello party people and welcome to my channel. I'm Ramona and this is Healing Inspiration. First I want to let you know I'm having a giveaway. Once I reach 100 subscribers, I will be giving away 2 free 1-question readings to the people who do all 4 of these steps, which is like a video, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel, and send me an email at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. That email link is in the description box. So if you would like to participate for your chance to win a 1-question free reading, please do all 4 of those steps. The details are in the description box in regard to that. And also the timestamps will be in the description box. I do personal readings, so also send me an email at the same email address if you are interested in that. And let's see, anything else before we get going? Oh yeah, if you want to leave me a tip or a donation, I'd really appreciate it. I have a Cash App and PayPal down there. A gift of any amount is welcome and very highly appreciated. And so we're going to get into your reading. Today's reading is, who is your soulmate? And since I believe that we can have all kinds of soulmates, friendships, family, pets, spirit guides, whoever, what my intention was when shuffling your cards and doing this reading is your most significant romantic soulmate. So that was the intention. And if you resonated with pile number 1, which is a lapis lazuli, or this card, that's pile 1. If you resonated with the blue apatite, or this card, it's pile 2. And for pile 3, if you resonated with the Unikite and or this card, that's pile 3. So you can choose any pile you're drawn to or all piles, it's up to you. And we'll get started with the reading on pile 1. I will just pull the cards and then we will talk about it. First, in meditation with this lapis lazuli, the main theme that was coming out is honesty and integrity, truth, clarity. You're going to know where you stand with this person. This person is clear and honest. There is no shadow of turning. So there are no shadows to be revealed. What you see is what you get. I also felt that this person could possibly have blue eyes, and if not blue eyes, they may have golden specks in their eyes, or little specks or little freckles in their eyes. And there's going to be a very intense eye contact between the two of you. And you'll know this person when you look into their eyes, and they'll know you. And there could also be a connection to the night sky and to the stars. You may have a date under the stars, or this person is very connected to the stars, whether through astronomy, astrology, or just a stargazer. A person of the night who is a night person who enjoys the nighttime. All right, so we'll look at your cards. For an overall energy, I got the Universal Love Oracle deck, and we have Transmutation. And from I believe this is the Magic Spell Oracle deck, we got 2 cards, and we have Justice. By the power of 3 by 3, must deliver justice to me. And then we have Success, which is card number 12. It says, success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. And next we have 2 cards from the archetype deck. And you have Virgin, light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, and shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Next, you have Prostitute, light attribute, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit, and the shadow attribute, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. And then we have 3 cards from the Sexual Magic Oracle deck. So if you're under the age of 18 years old, you probably shouldn't be watching this reading. This does have a little bit of sexual content, these cards. And we have the 2 of Swords. And then we have the Death card. And next we have the Ace of Cups. And then from the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have, let's see if we can get all of these in screen. We have the 6 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. And the Fool. So there's a very positive energy coming from this, which is no surprise considering this is a significant, the most significant soulmate in your life. And as I said with this person, there's not going to be any deception. What you see is what you get. It's going to be clear. This person is fair and balanced and just. This person is what you deserve. You may have received, particularly since the messages of truth came out overall, as an overall energy, you may have dealt with, the deceptive energy in the past, or confusion, all of that kind of stuff. And this person is not going to be that way. They are going to be a person of truth and integrity. We also have integrity over here in the Success card. You're not going to have to wonder. They are a fair and balanced person. They have morals that they live by, and your morals are going to be in harmony with this person. Did feel with the Lapis Lazuli that they were a successful person or working towards their success in whatever way that means, definitely monetarily. They will not compromise their values for money or for sexual gratification. They have a higher expectation of themselves and a higher vision for themselves. And they will gain material wealth if they have not already. But they're going to gain it, or have gained it, in a fair and balanced manner, with integrity. They're a very pure person, and their love for you is going to be pure and generous. They are going to be a very light-hearted person, a person who's not afraid to take risks. They seem very grounded and balanced, but at the same time, they're willing to take calculated risks. They like to have fun. They have a light spirit. There's a very gentle, kind friendship that you're going to have with them that's going to really connect you. There is a sweetness and a purity and a genuineness and gentleness to this person. They may have a dog. They may enjoy pets. You may have a dog that like your dog, or any children. They're a person that children and animals actually really love. And this person is going to be very romantic with you. It does seem like you might be a bit resistant to them because of what you've experienced in the past. But there is an awakening. This person is going to awaken something within you that you've not experienced before. There's going to be a depth of this connection that is quite intense. There's going to be an intensity also in the passionate energy. You have two Scorpio cards. You have death and transmutation, and they both remind me of the Phoenix and of the Scorpio. So there's going to be very intense sexual energy along with that light romantic energy. Someone who inspires growth. And I want to say something at the deepest levels. Like, there's more to them than meets the eye, but not in any negative sense. They have layers and depths and nuances to their personality. I mean, on the surface and on the outside, they may just seem happy-go-lucky. They, fly by the seat of their pants. They're a very sentimental person and very romantic. Very romantic. They may offer you flowers. They want harmony. They want balance. They want harmony in relationship. They want the harmony with you. And there's a very true and pure love. I'm hearing lady in the street, freak in the sheets. So this could be a masculine or feminine energy, and out in public they're going to be, this gentleman or gentlewoman, lady, but when it comes to the bedroom, they get real freaky. And I think that's a good thing, something you're going to like. They're really going to appreciate you and appreciate your body. This is a person who appreciates the form of their partner, whether man or woman. They appreciate the body. They're very sensual in nature. There's a lot of cups energy here, so there could be water signs involved. I'm really feeling the scorpionic energy in particular. There can also be Libra, which is ruled by Venus. And there's a lot of potential for moving things forward. And actually, I see this moving forward kind of quickly. But this is something that is lasting. Once again, I see the connection with the stars here. There's stars in this card. They're going to be starry-eyed. It's like, I'm thinking love at first sight. And you're going to be their wish fulfillment, and just like something very new. You're going to spark their fancy. And they're going to feel successful for meeting you. They are a logical person. They enjoy working in partnership. Don't think they like working alone. They've had the tendency to feel lonely. But I think they've learned to kind of be on their own. I think they have a spiritual path and they're on a spiritual path, but they may not be particularly, like doing meditations and stuff like that, purposely spiritual. But they're very much in their mind. They're a very intellectual person. They weigh out the pros and cons of every situation. They're very honorable. They will honor you. And they'll do what is fair and right. What they believe is fair and right. They could be in the financial sector. They could also be in the legal sector, or someone who fights for the rights of others or defends others. It's interesting. I guess that maybe where I got the lady in the streets freak in the sheets, or gentleman in the streets, because you got virgin and prostitute. So there's like a complex simplicity to this person. On the surface, they're light and airy and fun, and they like to have a nice time. They're also very romantic, and they romanticize things, and they're going to pursue you and try to win you over, and you may be a bit resistant to them at first. But this person is really going to melt your heart. And then they have I hear these deep, dark secrets, but it's a very mysterious, sexy, seductive quality. Not in a deceptive sort of way. I think they're going to want to feed you. They really enjoy food. They enjoy eating. I think this person is really going to like your back. They're going to like the way you dress. Like a casual, comfortable, feminine, but you may have tousled hair. They may like to tousle your hair. And they don't just leave their hair. They do something with it. Let's see if I can see anything else. I hear this person likes to have drunk sex. But this person is going to be very emotional, very romantic, is going to just woo you. Just woo you. No matter what you've been through, they're going to really soften your energy. They're good with animals and kids. They have this very bright energy. They have a mystery and seductive quality to them. And definitely truth. Truth and integrity is the biggest overarching factor. And I think you are going to know. Because of maybe past experiences, you're going to have a little bit of a resistance, but they're going to win you over pretty quickly. And this is the reading I have for you, and I'm going to move on to pile 2. Please like this if it resonated, comment, and let me know what success means to you and how you like this reading. And we will move on to pile 2. Hi, pile 2. This is your reading. If you resonated or chose the blue apatite crystal or this card. And this is who is your soulmate? And since I believe we have many soulmates of all different forms, I specifically had the intention of your most significant romantic soulmate. And as I was meditating on your crystal, one of the things I was thinking, okay, this is a very high vibrational crystal here. It's I believe this relationship is going to inspire a Kundalini awakening. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's like that life force snake energy at the bottom of your spine that twists up, and it's just like a spontaneous awakening and a clearing of your chakras and things like that. Because this is a very high vibrational energy. Whether you both experience this immediately before meeting or upon meeting. But it's going to create an awakening. So it's going to be a very intense connection. Very intensely spiritual. Very intensely sexual, I want to say. If you're younger than 18, this reading's not for you. Also, what I was seeing was Egypt, or thinking of an African origin, whether it's in this lifetime of having connections to Africa and or Egypt, or in a past lifetime. This person can be really interested in the pyramids or the mysteries of the world or the 7 wonders of the world. I also see hieroglyphics and like a black cat. So a very psychic connection, a very mysterious connection, but black cats are highly venerated in Egypt. So I do see a connection with Egypt, and Egyptian mythology, Egyptian spirituality, the scarab beetle, and then I was seeing the big brown eyes with like the dark black eyeliner. So it's something they may really like about you. Your eyes really stand out, or their eyes are going to really stand out. You could be someone who wears that really dark eyeliner. And I'm seeing those black and gold stripes from like an Egyptian sense. Also, this person can have interest in archaeology in that area of the world. Could be from that area of the world. There could be a connection there somehow. And I was seeing the Ankh. I think that's the life force or something to that effect, which also would remind me of a Kundalini awakening. All right, so we'll get into your reading. This person is going to welcome you with open arms. They're going to be open, very open and vulnerable with you. And definitely a highly spiritual connection. And your universal love tarot card is, or oracle card is relationship. We'll pull all these cards and we'll talk more about it. And from the magic spell deck, we have joy. As I do will, so mote it be, let joy and light radiate from me. And then we have health. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. From the archetype deck, we have child magical, light attributes, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes, pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. The next is Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Shadow attribute, restoring to violence in the name of a cause. Next is from the Tarot Sexual Magic, we have the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. and the Star. Next, from the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the Queen of Wands, the Strength card, and the Moon card. So you have a lot of major arcana here. So this person has very big energy. It's very big, it's very bright, it's like something, I mean, it's like a star-like quality. They are sexy as hell. And they're gonna think you're sexy as hell. But they're not only, they have like a lot of aspects going on with them. They are a very multifaceted person. I think they're very intelligent, they're wise, they're direct, they're to the point, they're truthful, they're honest. Sometimes in their communication, they can seem rather cold, but it's just like straight to the point. Because they're very intelligent, have learned a lot through experience, and they have a lot of wisdom. But at the same time, they have this very playful, joyful, charismatic energy. They just love to joke around, they love to play, they love just that light-hearted energy. They radiate joy, they radiate fire and magic and beauty, child magical. And they see the beauty in everything around them and excites them. They feel like the world is magical. And they're going to see you as magical. And that's why they're going to be inspired and attracted to you. They are going to really admire you, almost worship you. Because it's like, oh my gosh. I just feel they're just like in awe of your magic. And there's a gentleness and a strength within this person. They've been through it and they've overcome it. But they're very, a heart-centered and solar plexus-centered person. They know how to communicate clearly. They will protect you. They are a protector of those they love. And they believe in always making things right. And like whatever they put out into the universe, that they're going to give back. So they want to do the best thing. So they want to do to others as they'd have done to them. They could also be a person who is very health conscious. They could care about their diet, their mental health, their emotional health, being hydrated. They're very deeply emotional. They may hide their emotions to some extent or not be, they may have a hard outer shell when it comes to their emotions, but they are deeply emotional, and that's kind of why they have that exterior. I see both Leo and Cancer energy as well as Aquarius energy in this reading. So there is a stark quality about this person, and I think like attracts like, and they're attracted to that in you. And they think you are extremely beautiful and sexy, and there's just a lot of fire here. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of brightness. And they're going to worship the ground you walk on. They just want to, they think your body is banging. That you may have a Marilyn Monroe quality, or they do. They just, I want to say they exude sex. They may have a very nice physique. Maybe some facial hair. They may like Batman or different like Marvel comics or movies or things like that. They may have in the past served in the military or served as a security guard, someone who protects. Someone who protects. They could have done a lot of traveling. They could like give to charities and like on the down low. So maybe this is something that you wouldn't necessarily see. And they have their crap together. If they don't already, they are establishing a legacy. And this person will want a legacy with you. They may travel for work as well. So you may, in your relationship, have a little bit of separation. But not separation because, you know, you want to be separate from each other, just because the other person will be traveling. And you'll keep the light on for them and keep the home fires burning. And you have the star and the child magical. So this person, if they're not already, they're going to be in the spotlight. In the spotlight in some fashion. Whether they're a creator of some sort or they, you know, have success in whatever field they're in. There could be someone here who really enjoys dancing. Someone who you could meet by the waterfalls, or there's something very watery in this energy, very emotional, very, very deeply emotional. But I feel even more fire. So there's a lot of fire and water, a little bit of air going on. They are very wise. They're a very attractive person. I think you're going to love their heart and their personality. I think people are just magnetically drawn to them, and you're going to be magnetically drawn to them, and they you. There's just a grace about this individual. And if they're a man, there's a very manly aspect to them. Very masculine, lovely energy. You guys are going to balance each other out with the yin and the yang. It's like you just mesh and match on the yin and yang level. So this is a divine counterpart and a soulmate. And you're going to bring each other joy. This person generally is joyful. I mean, there is heart, you know, who hasn't experienced heartbreak, but this person has experienced, you know, difficulties. They may have seen war, or even in their neighborhood, maybe they saw, you know, some form of war, or in their household. And I feel like this person is very protective of their mother or their sisters, their daughters, or, you know, relatives, particularly of the opposite sex. But their relatives and friends in general, it's like they're this happy-go-lucky, fiery, happy person, but don't freaking mess with their friends or family, or they'll get you. Yeah, this person has very big energy, and like I said, there's going to be a Kundalini awakening. This is a long-term connection, one that can last a lifetime. And it is something that is written in the stars. So there's definitely going to be a connection with the stars and this person. They're going to reflect a lot of who you are. So a lot of what I'm talking about here may be a lot of what describes you. This person is going to be, you're going to feel very able to be vulnerable with them. They're going to take a little longer to be vulnerable with you, but you're going to be able to get naked with them, literally and figuratively, and feel completely at ease and comfortable, because they just practically worship you, you know? You are their fantasy. There may be some candle magic that happens, or someone who likes candles or scented candles, or you work with candle magic, and that would bring this person in more quickly, particularly in the nighttime. I'm really hearing Aquarius a lot. I know I said the water signs and the Leo Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius season. Something about that. All right. You may have children as well, whether you have children now or in the future, or they have children, and there's going to be something definitely connected with children regarding your relationship. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to move on to the next pile. If you liked that, please like this channel. If you are this hot mama, make a comment with fire and a sunshine or something like that if this resonated. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you and have a wonderfully blessed day. And we're going to move on to pile 3. Hi, pile 3. We have here for you your reading if you chose the Untitled stone or if you were drawn to this card. This is pile 3, and this is Who is Your Soulmate? As I believe that we have multiple soulmates, of all kinds. My intention when pulling these cards was to be your most significant romantic soulmate in your life. And when I saw, like, this stone, Unakite, is both for the root chakra and the heart chakra in particular. It encourages feminine energy, a feminine receptive quality. So this person may be very receptive. It brings a balance. And I do see that very green heart chakra thing going on. So, and I very much connect this person with nature. There's something that has a very earthy quality to them. And I see them kind of like if you've ever seen the Hermit card and he has his staff and he's walking up a mountain. So someone who works in the earth, who walks, maybe does hiking, camping, is really connected to the earth. I see mountains, I see trees, and this person could have some white or gray in their hair, not that they're old. If they're a masculine, they could have facial hair, like a mountain man type of look to them. But they do have striking eyes, but in particular, I see their smile, and they have like this freaking dazzling smile. And they're like looking back at you. They may have like a tanned, bronze type skin to them. Some of them, sun-kissed or just bronzy, which really makes their eyes stand out, and their eyes have this sparkle, and it's very seductive, and it pulls you in. And I think there's going to be a strong sexual attraction to this person, a very earthy one, because this person is really physical. There could be a Taurus energy here or Capricorn of this very physical connection. Okay, now we have from the Universal Love Oracle deck, we have Miracles. And then from the Magic Spell deck, we have Divine Guidance. Whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. Next is Imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. From the Archetype deck, we have Victim. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Shadow attributes. Playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. Next, we have Bully. Light attributes. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. And from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, if you're under 18, these probably are not for you. Well, they are for you if you're under 18. You have the Four of Swords. Then you have the Four of Wands. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. In the Light Seer's Tarot deck, you have the Nine of Wands. And you have Death and Rebirth. And the King of Wands. So I see Scorpio and or Leo energy here, or somewhere in this person's chart. I think this person has been the victim of some sort of abuse. I think they have come to the point of empowering themselves. They do not play the victim. They take responsibility for their actions, and they also have forgiven their accusers, I want to say. They may have been bullied, like they, when they were growing up or something, I'm feeling that they were just maybe awkward, not the popular kid, the person on the outside, you know, on the outside looking in. And they were just, it was very challenging, let's say, growing up for them. And because of this, I think they really like to, you know, be on their own. And they would get in touch with their spirit because of, I feel like, a sense of isolation to some extent, but also being guarded. And they were able to get in touch with the divine. And so they're able to channel creative energy. Like I see this person as being, because you have imagination, you have the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands. And I really see with the wands here, with her holding that wand, you know, it is someone who's been through it, but it's created inspiration. So through the pain, this person, so you have these two holding fiery wands. So there could be actual spell work with a wand. There's definitely strong sexual, sensual energy. And I really think this person has grown into who they really are. Like their higher self now is showing through their physical stature. Maybe they were small people and were bullied for that, or kind of puny or something to that effect. But now they're like, they've really grown into themselves. Like whether it's, you know, a feminine you're asking about or a masculine, they are now very masculine or very feminine looking and very attractive and sexy. But I think they still have, I mean, I don't think they have the same idea of themselves as what they actually look like, because they're looking freaking hot, and you might be intimidated by them thinking, oh man, they think they're the shit and stuff and that. But I don't think that's what they think. Their inner self still does have, you know, needs some healing from that trauma they experienced as a kid. So they still have that essence in them too. So even though they're aware, and when they look in their mirror, they can see themselves as this really sexy, hot, they're, I think, effing hot, man. There's that inner child that, you know, feels less than. And this person does have an inner light that shines through it. And like I said, their inner self, their higher self, is shining through their physical appearance. So what you see in their physical appearance is also something that is just who they are. You know, it's because they're in alignment with their self. So they like glow. There's a glow to them. Yeah, they have this pen in their hands, whether they're creating, you know, they're creating through writing. I do see a lot of them being writers, creating through communication, or there may be some level of humor, and they may use humor to like deal with difficult issues. And or they could be an artist or a singer. They could be a model or have, you know, the ability to be a model. Could have dark skin, bald head, or there is like the opposite end of the spectrum, a very fair complected blonde hair person. I do feel they're a little bit older than you, probably. I don't know, I'm thinking there could be like an age difference, whichever way it goes. And I'm not talking about a couple, something that is more significant, what you find to be more significant. But I think this person has experienced miracles and they believe in miracles, and they're going to feel like this connection is a miracle. It's like, oh my gosh, I never thought I would find you. I never thought I'd find my person. They may have been very discouraged in love, and they're just mesmerized by you and your connection when they meet you. And they are someone who has done healing. They have healed. They're really gonna like your mouth. And they want to get you and keep you naked, pretty much. They are gonna love to see you tipsy. And like I said, they're connected to nature, and they may want to get intimate outdoors. When it comes to sexuality, they have a very playful energy, and for you, they're looking for something very stable. With the Four of Wands, if you resonate with twin flame, that is the essence of twin flame. And I do think both of you guys are going to connect on some difficulties that you've had in your past that are kind of similar. I want to say trauma bonding, but this is not simply trauma bonding. This is your most significant soulmate. And the divine is guiding you if you have not yet met this person. And it is going to be a miraculous meeting. I almost feel tower energy, and I feel tower energy in a positive way. I like the tower, like sudden. It's going to be a sudden. And this person is just going to be there, and you're like, damn. And there's like mesmerized is the word I hear. They're going to want to party with you. Hearing swingers. I don't know if any of you are into free love at all, but that's only for those who resonate. They are very imaginative, a person very up in their head, but they also have a very strong earthy physicality to them. Like here, I think there is like a match everywhere. We have couples in this card, and this card, this card, and then these two appear as a couple. See, they're both holding the Ace of Wands. You may be a little bit guarded over this person. And you may not like how slow this moves, but there is because there's a very earthy quality here. I think you hear messages whispered to you. They might like to whisper in your ear. Or your spirit guides whisper in your ear about this person. I feel like this person, is generally kind of laid back, even with all this fire energy. There's like this, I want to say silent but deadly stare. There's just a lot of laid back but fieriness. I don't know. And you have this Scorpio here, so that's very deep and sexual and sensual. It's going to be a very imaginative connection. I think it's going to be more than you imagined, greater than you can comprehend, deeper than the ocean. That sounds hokey, and very divine. Very divine. Yeah, there's intensity here, but it's like a quiet intensity, a fiery intensity, but a quiet one. And it's going to be all of a sudden, this person turns your world upside down and you do the same for them. And this is a person you could very well marry if that's something you're into, and create a stable foundation and a stable life. This person isn't boring though. You don't have to worry about that. They may have overcome some addictions and some issues in their own life due to traumas they've experienced, but I think you have too. So this is about your soulmates, and that's about all I have for you. So, another thing, the numbers 30 and 41 may be significant. They did stand out for me. Whether that's ages, if you or your person, or let's say we have 3 and 8 is 11, 4, 1 is 5. So you do have that 11 and that 11 thing here going. So that's entering a new portal. So it's soon to come, soon to come. It's almost here if it's not here already. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, that this message blessed you. And I don't know, comment with something that represents the Ace of Wands, if that resonated. Some fire energy, or some sunshine, or happiness, or the moonlight, or something that represents miracles. Whatever you want to do something. So like and subscribe to my channel, please. I really appreciate it. I hope you like that message. I hope it was encouraging and inspiring, and I hope to see you again soon at another reading or another inspirational video. Have a lovely day and enjoy. Goodbye.